and this is going to be the second live stream of the night. But welcome back, everybody. I just had some McDonald's, so it might be just a tad bit gassy, if anything. Nonetheless, let me just make sure that I am indeed live on every platform that I'm supposed to be live on. This part of the live stream, or I suppose, I suppose, the real live stream of the night, since earlier I kind of just wanted to do like a live reaction to the whole state of play from PlayStation. This time I'm doing a live review of the Blue Yeti Nano. I don't usually stream with this microphone or record videos with this microphone, but since I just released a video review with this microphone, I decided that it might be nice to live stream with that. So if you're here for that, well, welcome. And I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions regarding this microphone and the like. I do have my nephew in the room, so if you do hear some excitement coming from that side, then you'll know that it is him. And there we go. Okay, looks like I am successfully live on Twitch, and I should be live on YouTube by now. But with that said, no worries. I am just going to wait a few minutes for people to start jumping in. I do realize that it might be a lot, like just considering that this is like the second live stream of the day. And I definitely hope to not overwhelm anybody or really bombard anybody with too many notifications and all. But of course, this was the promised live stream, and the other one was the one that I felt like would be some fun. But unfortunately, because I couldn't share the audio on stream using the software, I was kind of SOL in that regard. But it's okay. I'll just know better for events like that and things of the like. But with that said, this is going to be the live review of the Blue Yeti Nano. This was a microphone whose review I ended up releasing earlier today at around 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And now you're getting the full-on live experience, I suppose. I'm speaking into this microphone without a pop filter, without anything of the sort. And I'm hearing the pops back into my headphones, but I'm not sure if you guys can hear it the same or not. Definitely let me know if you do end up hearing those pops. I'm trying to not exaggerate the pops here on this microphone or anything, because they can certainly be pretty intense. And while in the review I didn't really say all that much about using this microphone more up close like this is actually probably the best configuration for it, because the proximity effect for this microphone really does wonders for it. And the monitoring aspect is actually still pretty good on this microphone, in fact. So can't really complain much there. However, there's some things that weren't really all that fantastic about this microphone. For example, we probably have one more polar pattern than what we need. Even though, like, it's not that I'm trying to complain that we have an extra polar pattern, but I feel like however much they spent on trying to get that second polar pattern on there could have probably been spent on other aspects of this microphone, such as, I don't know, maybe even making this USB-C instead of micro USB. Jamu Firecat says hello. Welcome in, Jamu Firecat. Hope you're having a wonderful time. I'm currently speaking into the Blue Yeti Nano. I'm probably going to be doing that a lot throughout this live stream. And then tomorrow we kind of resume back to doing our regular thing. Oh, 1 second. Yeah?
I won again.
Oh, that's good. Or keep playing and you might just unlock a character.
Huh?
Keep playing and you might just unlock a character.
Yeah. Maybe Ganondorf.
Maybe Ganondorf. It could be a variety of characters. Sorry, my nephew is off to the corner at the moment. He's just on my bed playing Super Smash Bros. And he's trying to unlock as many characters as possible. Roland says hello. Hello, Roland. It is a pleasure to have you. How are you doing tonight? Second stream pog. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. And yes, this is indeed the second live stream of the night. What's his main in Smash Bros? His favorite character is Luigi in Smash Bros. He really likes Luigi. I personally am not that big on Luigi, but hey, I mean, I guess I'm just I do prefer the sword characters in general over the Mario characters. But again, that's just me. He does seem to have a lot of fun with Luigi over there. How does this microphone sound, by the way? What games do you like? So I usually play RPGs mostly. Whether it's turn-based RPGs or action RPGs, mostly turn-based though. Like I'm a big fan of the Final Fantasy games. Um, I also really like the Persona games. I very much enjoy the Pokemon games as well, minus Sword and Shield, minus Black and White, minus Black and White 2, minus Sun and Moon. But pretty much every other mainline Pokemon game I did enjoy. And as for action RPGs, I mean, there's Dark Souls 3. Do you like Xenoblade? Yes. I played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 3 times. And yeah, I liked that game quite a lot. I have a couple of hundred of hours on there. It sounds crispy and nice. Ah, well, thank you. Thank you for that feedback. I appreciate it. Yeah, so the Blue Yeti Nano actually has a pretty good potential of sounding pretty crisp. If you have it closer to your mouth, this is called the proximity effect. Not black and white, man. That's my childhood, man. Why not? Yeah, but that's because you're like younger. And so that was probably like your first Pokemon game. No, I'm just joking. But black and white, in comparison to the rest of the generations, while the story was actually pretty cool, and sorry, I guess I kind of peeked a bit. While the story was actually pretty cool, for black and white, um, I didn't love a lot of the Pokemon designs, and the starters were not very good to me either. But I did like the look of the legendaries. I thought that they did a pretty good job there. Not for all of them, but for like for the main Pokemon. Um, so it was mostly an issue that I had with the design of the game. Well, not of the game, but like of the new Pokemon and stuff like that. But Black and White did have a lot of great things going for it. Do you like Minecraft? I do like Minecraft. I have it on the Switch. Uh, I'm supposed to have it on PC too, but I always forget my account information for it. So I haven't played it in quite a while. But yeah, like I do enjoy Minecraft though. I mostly do prefer the creative aspect of it. Those lights on the back look sick. What brand are they? Oh, thank you. So the lights back there are from Nano. It's like the same brand that also makes like those like triangle lights that also go on the wall. They also made these tiles back there. They're called the Nano Leaf Canvas to be exact. I finally finished setting them up today, and yeah, they do look pretty nice. I just figured that other half of my room, like behind me, whenever I streamed, did look a little bit empty, so I kind of figured that it would be nice to add a little bit of spice back there. So there's that, and you can arrange them in any way that you like. Oh, gotcha, thanks. I might pick up a pair. Yeah, sure thing. I do have a review coming up for them at some point. I actually think it's going to be later down in March, so I wouldn't wait up on those. I would kind of just go for it because they are very nice. That's for sure. And you can customize the colors, so like how they run, which colors they end up transitioning into and from, and you can also make them react to music, if anything, which I am going to be touching upon, of course, in the full review. I am actually very much enjoying monitoring the audio with the Blue Yeti Nano. Usually, I haven't had a very good experience when it came to like monitoring the audio on other Yeti microphones, such as the original Blue Yeti microphone. The Blue Yeti X was an improvement for sure, but I've been spending more time with this microphone because of the review as of late and things like that. And I have to say that this microphone really does a great job. Like If anything is making noise around me, I can actually hear it through the microphone back into my headphones. So I do very much appreciate that. And if I am speaking very gently, I suppose it's just because I'm very much exhausted. My back hurts quite a bit after everything I had to do today. Tomorrow's going to be still a very busy day, but it is going to be an important one nonetheless. And tomorrow is just going to be like the usual stream. And I also kind of wish that I had done more microphone reviews like this because I usually tend to keep the microphone on the desk or something like that. But this time I have it here, and hey, it is making a significant difference, and everyone can see it. I can't tell if it's the camera angle or is your mic like an inch too high. um, I don't think it is. I mean, I can lower it a bit, if anything, but yeah, I mean, there you go. Huh, you know what? Maybe it was blocking my face a little. And I just didn't even pay much mind to it. So thank you. But then I feel like I should probably put it even further away from me, like this. Don't judge me, but what does RTX mean? Ray tracing. So NVIDIA used to have uh, the naming convention of GTX for their graphics cards. And when they started implementing ray tracing onto their graphics cards officially, they changed the moniker to RTX instead, the R standing for ray tracing. And yeah, so that's been the case since the 20 series graphics card. So from the RTX 2060 and onward. Now we're currently on the 30 series or 3000 series, for instance. So that's essentially what it means. It just means that the graphics card is capable of doing ray tracing in games and other tasks, of course. I bet you guys can also hear the PC. Like you must hear something in the background. Do you have any recommendations for gaming chairs? Not so much really, because I'll be honest, when it comes to gaming chairs, I've always cheaped out on them, which is actually not a good idea. Quite frankly, comfort is more important than aesthetics, and I was being kind of a doofus when I decided to go with aesthetics instead of comfort because this chair is actually very stiff. A lot of gaming chairs tend to be pretty stiff, whether it's at around $100, 150, even $200. So I would, instead of going with a gaming chair, uh, unless you have unless you have the money to spend on like the higher end gaming chairs, I would just go with an ergonomic chair instead. Just something that's more comfortable. Because I do kind of regret cheaping out on this chair. I think this chair cost me like $120. What is the best way to get good audio on a low budget, $100 and below? So usually I would tell people to go with an XLR setup, but if you're going with $100 and below, then you're kind of confined to USB unless you already have an XLR interface of sorts. But if you don't, then yeah, you are going to be limited to USB, which means that in that case, um, the microphone I would end up recommending is, I want to say, the Fifine K690 for USB microphones under $100. That microphone nowadays actually goes for like around 80 to $90. So like it definitely falls on that line and it sounds better than this one in my opinion. And the monitoring is actually more accurate too on that one and it does have more options and stuff. So yeah, I would probably say the Fifine K690. And oh, that was my phone just notifying me that I am indeed live on Twitch. Hey, how's everything? Noah? Noah? Never mind. He's engrossed in this game right now. So I'll just leave him be. First, first to be last, foolish Swami. Thank you for stopping by. No, but I do appreciate it. You actually came to my live stream earlier when I was doing the stream on the state of play, and you even came here. So thank you, fake news dog. Yeah, I should be able to recognize fake news when I see it, right? I mean, at this point, do you use any software for the audio quality? Uh, I do when it comes to XLR microphones because I mean, usually with like USB microphones, they're not very customizable.
Hey, Fuzzy.
Oh, 1 second, sorry. Yes,
I'm getting no character. I'm getting no character.
you are. You're getting a new character. Okay, come here.
Help me, please.
Okay, here we go.
Who's that?
All right, let's try our best. I forgot his name, but let's try it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he's really excited because we're gonna get a new character. Oh, it's Ness.
Here's this.
And he's been playing a lot of games here on Smash, and we haven't had much luck getting any new characters, so it's pretty exciting. Don't worry, this will be an easy fight, okay?
Okay.
Hey, what is what's this? It looks like a giant pot. So you saw that Falcon Punch? Okay, well, let's do it again. And again. Hang on. No, 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 no.
I'm blocking you.
Huh?
I'm blocking you.
No, you're fine. You're not blocking me. There we go. Did we win? Yeah, we won. Okay, there you go. Now you have Ness. All right, job's done. So, okay, like something like the Blue Yeti Nano, for instance, is going to be paired up with something like Blue Sherpa, which is going to be Blue's own software for like applying an EQ and things like that. But I feel like for it to truly be effective, like the manufacturer would have to offer that software, which oftentimes just isn't the case for USB microphones. But if you have an XLR microphone and you have it connected to an XLR audio interface, then you can actually get a lot more out of it. Like here, I have a Go XLR, which is what I usually use with my uh, RE27 ND over here, and I can just make changes to the EQ, like tweak it, increase maybe the low end and things like that to make it sound better. At least in my eyes. I hope that was at least a little helpful. What made you want to start YouTube? So what made me want to start is that I wanted to actually have a means of like promoting my own story and like art. Um, so I actually started like a series of like animatic, which I've actually privated on the channel by now. But the reason why I privated it is just because my channel isn't really about that anymore. Because when I started that, I was also a really big fan of tech, and I wanted to give um, tech reviews a try. So I decided to post a review on my 2015 Razer Blade 14. This was around the end of 2016. So I posted it, and when I woke up in the morning, sometime in November, I just saw that it had more views than every other video that I had posted combined, and I was like, oh wow. Like I actually had a lot of fun working on this video, one, and two. A lot of people seem to appreciate this a lot more, so that's kind of how I spiraled uh, into tech instead. Just keep lying till everyone agrees that it's the truth. I mean, that's what I've been doing, right? I tell everybody that that I'm knowledgeable in tech. The truth is, I'm just a fraud. But they all believe it. Madar, yo, little bro. I would trust that kid with my Steam account. He's actually not my brother. I don't have any brothers. I only have sisters. And he's actually my nephew. Have you tried out the Fifine K678? It's another cheap USB microphone. I have actually. I should have a review of it on the channel if I'm not mistaken. I forgot if that was the exact name of it, but I am going to check it out to be completely sure. But I should have a review on that. My thoughts on it were that I thought it was a really fantastic microphone. Now let me just check. Just type in Fifine, my channel here, and yep, I do. The review was posted 8 months ago, around the time where it was first released, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like I do have a review of it on the channel. I've been debating getting I suppose that would be the Samsung Q2U Dynamic versus Blue Yeti or Nano. Thoughts? So normally I would almost always side with going with a dynamic microphone instead of a condenser microphone. But it also depends on what kind of usage you're planning to go with. So would you mind elaborating on that a little bit more? Because it does depend on what you're planning on using the microphone for. Medar says, before I knew anything about mics, I chose the Razor Siren over this. Yeah, same actually. I can't blame you. I remember when I got the original Razor Siren, which was a lot bigger than this, a lot bigger than the Siren X and than the Siren microphones that people are used to seeing. I actually still have it. But I think that even though that was still a pretty good microphone, I went with it because of the brand, really, not so much because I knew anything about audio. But it did turn out to be a pretty good microphone. However, not the best for me. What is the reason that you have two microphones? Uh, Actually, I have a lot more than just two microphones. I review a lot of microphones though. So like, uh, microphone reviews are something that I really enjoy doing, and I've done quite a lot of them. In fact, on the channel. So I tend to buy microphones. Microphones get sent to me sometimes as well. So I actually have an entire shelf just like filled with different USB microphones and another one with XLR microphones. Because I've also been very interested in just like studying these microphones and just like learning a lot more about audio and what makes a microphone good and things like that. Because I felt like I wasn't versed at all when it came to microphones. So I felt like that was a pretty good way of going about it. Leak the tape. I would never leak the tape. And that tape is always going to stay in the dark web, otherwise known as the private section. Do you do any voice acting? I don't really. I've I've done it, but like it's been very mediocre because I'm not actually very, I want to say, very adept at making the most out of my voice. I I can speak just fine, but when it comes to like doing things like yelling or screaming or like sometimes when it comes to changing my tone, I do struggle with that. Hello, how are you today? Side ops. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. And I'm doing well. How about you? I'm just very tired, but that's just me complaining, right? OG Yeti, go Yetu. Names overall. I'm a little confused right there. How, how much you want? Wait a minute. This isn't Persona. What? I am so confused, buddy. Are you trying to negotiate with me? Here? On the live stream? I dare you to take this up to my DM. I challenge you. Abi says, which phone do you use? My main phone is the Google Pixel 4, but I also have an iPhone 12, but it's not my main phone. I have this phone for when I had to do iOS related content, like if I review AirPods, if I review HomePods, and things like that. And, well, I like to review the iPhone 12, of course, and things of the like, but I also needed it for the company that I make videos for, not just for my own channel. You said you had many mics. I give goat. You're still confusing me here. Yes, I do have many mics, but what do you mean I give goat? You can't hit me with all of these things when I'm tired. Goat equals microphone. Greatest one of all time equals microphone. Or is it just like an actual goat? I mean, microphones are great. Daryl says, QTU or Yeti? Just work video calls, but gaming, headset mic now, and maybe streaming games. Do you like the idea of not having to be close to the microphone? Yeti's better for this, but dynamic blocks out sound. Um, I do actually. I really don't mind having the microphone so close to me. In fact, if it means that I will get better sound, I probably would prefer it too. And plus, I actually happen to think that it looks kind of cool on camera, so that also helps a bit. But when it comes to something like the Yeti, this being a condenser microphone, it means that it does allow for you to use it from greater distances and things like that. However, if you do want greater sound rejection, then the Q2U is going to be your best option, to be completely honest. Between those two, if I were to pick a microphone for the usage that you described and stuff like that, I would go with the Q2U because I do prefer dynamic microphones for things like streaming. I mean, right now I'm using a condenser microphone. So, for instance, my nephew playing over there, like on the other side of the room on the 3DS, like that is still totally audible on a microphone like this. And he's playing directly from the side, I would say. So whatever audio is coming from there is hitting the Yeti from the side. And I would venture to think that you can still hear it pretty well. At least I can. And I'm pretty sure that it's just because this microphone is indeed capturing it. So personally, I would just go with the Q2U because the Q2U would dampen sounds like that a lot better, even if it does mean that I have to keep it closer to my mouth. It's just more practical in my opinion. So I would probably go with the Q2U instead of the Yeti. Foolish Swami says it's better to obscure my face. You know what? I like obscuring my face. Maybe it is just better when I have this microphone really close and people can only see half of my face. Scarlett Focusrite audio interface any good, or should I be looking at something else? Looking for mic plus guitar inputs. No, the Scarlett Focusrite uh 2Y2, for instance, which is actually the one I use upstairs in the attic. I think it is a fantastic audio interface. Like it's honestly way too good for the money. For it usually retails for like around 150 bucks. Fantastic. It's a fantastic interface. I have a lot of praise for it. So for the money, it's totally worth it. Now I myself am not a musician. I do usually have like a guitar in the back of my videos and stuff like that, but um I'm not actually a musician because I never bothered to like go back and learn how to play side guitar. But so I wouldn't be able to like tell you much on whether or not it would be great for playing guitar, but when it comes to usage with microphones, it has been fantastic. Though I have also heard a lot of great things about it being great with instruments, such as an electric guitar. Hello again, Tech, says Bloody Fedora. Hello, Bloody Fedora. Thanks for stopping by. The Ultimate, hello. What's up, man? Do you prefer the Nano or the K678? I think that between the K678 and the Nano, I would probably prefer the Nano a little bit more because the K678 has worse sound rejection than the Yeti. And the Yeti is letting quite a bit of sound in, I'm sure. If you can hear my nephew playing on the other side of the room, which I can, then yeah, like it would certainly sound not like it would just be capturing a lot more of it if I was using the K678. Yes? Oh,
this one's has.
come.
Hmm.
What's wrong, Noah? I'm sorry.
You see what's the problem? Of that it's called dashing.
Oh, Noah, what happened to my thumbstick?
Huh?
Let me see your nails. Come.
This is short.
Your other hand. It looks like you were digging your nails onto those. Yeah, look. Look at the thumbstick.
Huh?
Look at the thumbstick. Hmm. Okay, so what's the issue?
My nails are not soft today. They're
Yeah,
soft.
I know, I noticed because my thumbstick has quite a few digs in it and cuts. Mm. So what? Are you tired of playing, or
Huh?
are you tired of playing, or what is it?
The battery's almost low.
Oh, the battery's low?
Almost.
No, it's not that low. It's about halfway through. Like you can still keep playing. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Yay.
Okay. My apologies. I'm back. Tech Nanny. Yep, that's me. That is my real channel name. It's more in the background, not invasive. Okay, well that's good. That's good. That's good. It's probably even better for like background music, right? Thanks so much for your thoughts. That's amazing. You know your stuff. Oh, well, thank you. Uh, I've gotten pretty far, I suppose, in that regard, but I am glad that I was able to help you out. Gotta call up David. Oh, yeah. Well, make sure to give him a call and tell him to join up the stream, of course. The Ultimate says, yeah, I've heard that about the K678 and other reviews. No, yeah, like it is a very good microphone for sure. I think it sounds great, but when it comes to sound rejection, it's not really very good. Uh, I mean, back then when I first tested it, I I thought that it was pretty decent with sound rejection, but then upon testing a bunch of other microphones, I found that there are a lot of other microphones that handle sound rejection a bit better, at least when it comes to the condenser side of things. Uh oh. No, yeah, my poor thumbstick. I I haven't seen that 3DS model since like no, yeah, it has been a while. Recently, I released a video on every DS that's ever existed. So like that review entailed the original DS, the DS Lite, the DSi, the DSi XL, the 3DS, the 3DS XL, the 2DS, the new 3DS, the new 3DS XL, and the 2DS XL finally. Uh, so I got one of each, but that was my first 3DS either way, so that one I didn't have to buy, luckily. What games do you plan to stream in the future again? Remind me. Oh yeah, so it is going to be Persona 4. Um, that is going to be the way to go. I wanted to stream Agony, but I feel like Agony might get me in trouble on Twitch because I mean only the Lord knows what's okay on Twitch or not nowadays. But yeah, like it is going to be Persona 4 Golden. Oh, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is also coming to PC at some point, so uh, I will probably stream that as well, but that's going to be later on when that comes out. Now, I miss my DS Lite. Mario Kart DS and Mario Party were some of my favorites, along with Metroid Prime, GoldenEye, Rogue Agent, Bomberman, etc. Yeah, Mario Party and Mario Kart DS were certainly really nice games, for sure. Uh, I I do miss those, and the DS Lite was so sleek. It was so beautiful. Fantastic device, for sure. That was my first DS, the Lite, and then my first 3DS was the blue one that you saw. Dongs are okay. Are they? I don't know. I have seen plenty through Cyberpunk and Rust. Oh, so like Twitch doesn't have any issues with that at all then? John Moose says, dude, I found my 3DS after like 3 years and it was at 30% battery when I turned it on. That should speak volumes about the amazing battery performance of the 3DS. Though in all honesty, the PlayStation Vita does have better standby battery, like much better. So it would probably still be alive today if you haven't touched it in 4 years. The Ultimate says, yes, I heard that Kingdom Hearts franchise coming to PC. I've been waiting for so many years, but I hate that it's on the Epic Store games. Uh, Also, they are so overpriced, MG. You can get the whole all-in-one collection for $30 on PlayStation 3. And, well, 4 as well. Yeah, that is true. I don't think that they're really going to be sold in a collection like that. So you will be paying full price for them again. And when it comes to the Epic Game Store exclusivity, that's also kind of annoying. But just because I would rather have every game in just one storefront, but it's not as bad as if, like, uh, you can only get this game if you have a Linux system, right? Because that would be like true exclusivity. So I mean, it could be worse. um, Even if I get it from the Epic Game Store, it'll at least still be on my PC, so it's not that big of a deal for me. But I do really wish that it was on Steam instead. Definitely, definitely. I would fact check that, but I swear I have. Okay. Sorry, guys. I got very scared when I heard that because I know that he has my 3DS. But it was something else that fell. Uh, Epic slaps, I'm not gonna lie. I see. Good Company, November 10th? Or 11 out of 10. Uh, I feel like I'm misunderstanding quite a bit of these things. It's almost like I'm I'm somewhere else entirely. Nintendo products are designed to be destructible. Don't say that. I disagree. If you break your Switch, you're gonna have to buy a new one. Same with the 3DS. Can you tell me what exactly is a memory leak? I think I'm having the issue with one game in my PC, a memory leak. I don't think I've ever heard of that term, to be completely honest. It does seem a bit odd to me. A memory leak. I wonder what that what that means, especially regarding one of your games. I mean, like, what do you see happening? Yeah.
Don't learn to say more.
Oh, okay, no problem. Hey, Noah, can you do me a favor and can you bring me that case that's all the way on top? Noah, do you see that case? No, not that one. The one that's all the way on the top. The one that's hard for you to reach. That one. Can you bring that one over? That one, yeah. Thank you. Yep.
Why?
Because I want to put my headphones away. In there.
Oh, this is going to be a heavy one.
Yeah. Thank you.
What?
Whoa. Yeah, sorry, guys. Oh yeah, that would be even worse. Yeah, we should be good. Glad that it is at least on the Epic Game Store. But I wish as well that it would be on Steam. I know, same. But like if they put it on Steam and if they put it on the Epic Game Store, people would only buy it on Steam. So maybe there wouldn't be too much of a point to putting it on the Epic Game Store as well as Steam. Like they do need that exclusivity right now in order to make the Epic Game Store really worth it to consumers, at least. Do you guys see this screen? Wait, what screen? Never mind. I, I was like, wait, I don't think I was sharing my screen. I also have almost no clue what it is, but it starts well. Then it slowly begins to slow and stutter and slow until it's just inevitably becomes so slow it either crashes or stops. I don't think that's a memory leak. Uh, though if it is related to memory in any game, it is probably that like over time the game might start to take up more memory on your or more RAM to be more exact on your system. Hence, it ends up having those issues of like trying to manage that memory. So that's probably what's going on, but that's just a guess, of course. Yeah, they do. They're literally thriving off of the free games and few exclusives. No, yeah, right. Like they do need that for sure. Whoops. Wait. Eh. I'm like trying to click on the link that you left there. Foolish Swami. Let me see if it even lets me click on it from here. It like lets me show it off there, but it doesn't let me click on the link from here, unfortunately. Let's see, you are on Twitch. Oh, you posted that on Twitch, so I should be able to just go straight into Twitch and click on that. Okay, let's see. The awesome reason why Nintendo products are nigh unbreakable. How I got my DS. Okay. I'll watch this at some point for sure. Thank you, Foolish Swami. I appreciate it. Still sad that I missed that free copy of Battlefront 2. I want to cry. Nah, it's fine. Isn't the game like pretty cheap right now anyway? I think you'll be fine. Do you like the old or new Vita better? I like the old one better. In part because I never had the new one. Yes?
How do I pick a character so I can make up?
Oh, you want to make a character?
Yeah.
My thumbstick, no. It's destroyed. I'm gonna have to buy a new one. You just click on create new me and then you do start from scratch. Mail. Here you go, Noah.
I'm gonna put each.
Uh-huh. My thumbstick is like destroyed in that DS. I'm gonna have to get a new one now. I'm actually crying on the inside. But another reason why I do prefer the older Vita instead is because um of the OLED screen. Obviously, that is one of the benefits, but I do prefer that the new Vita has a more reasonable charging port. It uses micro USB, if I'm not mistaken, versus that proprietary one from the older Vita. Yeah, it's like $10, so it's not that big. Well, if it's only $10, I'm pretty sure you can manage. Pepe hands, thumbsticks, Pepe hands. Imagine the 3DS with two thumbsticks. Oh wait, no, yeah, we got the new 3DS that had that exactly, and it was a wild success. No, I'm joking. It wasn't really a wild success. Apparently, the 3DS in general just wasn't really that great of a seller. It wasn't until Pokemon X and Y came out that people started buying 3DSs. Now I have a project to complete. I'm just resting today until I inevitably have to start writing again. Maybe I should ask for some doctrines. Okay. Com- totally understand. It is good to take your rest, just like take it easy, chill out. I should be doing that as well. It has been a long yet short day. These lights were harder to set up than I expected because the first time that I set it up, I messed up the way that the connectors were supposed to go. So only three of the lights were lighting up, which is why, like before in the streams, you were probably only seeing one light. I mean, three lights, and the rest of them were just turned off. So I had to peel them off from the wall, which meant that I had to grab compound and make sure that I would seal off like the parts where the paint from the drywall was inevitably ripped off, and try to cover that up as much as I could. And I do actually still have some spots left that I have to cover up, but yeah, that is essentially where we are at this moment. I literally only had a 3DS for Animal Crossing New Leaf and Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Yeah. Uh, I played both of those games a lot, and I loved both of them. Uh, Kingdom Hearts 3D was really nice on the 3DS, and then I played it again on the PlayStation 4 when the remaster came out. Is it your main occupation? Are you referring to YouTube? Because if you are referring to YouTube, then the answer is yes. YouTube is indeed my main occupation. I do this full time. It's not quite as rewarding as it was literally just 3 months ago. But still, I just have to continue to build up the channel and until it is as secure as it can be, so that I can continue to do this full time. But so far, I've been able to do it full time for about 6 months or so, and I've been doing fine. I say, the semester started full of stress, and some of the teachers seemed either affected by old age, amnesia, or were either drunk because the confusion. I think they may have just been fatigued from having to deal with the current circumstances and the computer virus that is floating around right now, and kind of just like being stuck at home. Not gonna lie, I kind of wanted that Mark of Mastery Edition 3DS. I saw an unboxing and I thought it came with two 3DS and was like, but it was just a case. Aw. Let me actually take a look at the Mark of Mastery 3DS because, or the case. Mark of Mastery 3DS because I don't actually remember what it looks like. Oh, yeah, that case actually does look pretty nice. It does. I am especially a fan of black and white when it comes to systems and all, which is why my Switch is black and white, like my Joy-Cons are white and the Switch itself is black. But my favorite 3DS, which is actually the new 3DS XL from Fire Emblem Fates, is in black and white. Let me see if I can find that. And here we go. It's right here. So it's white in the front, black in the back. And then I decided to get some black carbon fiber for this 3DS as well for the front. So it is very nice to play on this one. So I guess this is as close as it would get to the market mastery, but you're also going to find a lot of other things around it, like a lot of little markings that just look really nice for it, for both the front and the back. And this is the one that I have homebrewed to hell because um this console is dead. I may as well get the most out of it. It was one 3DS in the case. Oh, I see. No, yeah, I mean the case does look quite nice, I have to say. They did a very good job with that. I've never seen it actually up until now. I should consider homebrewing my 3DS. Yeah, I mean, I would recommend it just considering that. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's hard to buy 3DS games, but the console being dead does make it a little harder to find the better 3DS games unless you're buying used. Where do you buy cheap Nintendo games? Usually eBay is a pretty decent place for that. If you want cheap Nintendo games, that is. Amazon is usually not that great for that because games actually tend to be scalped on Amazon. Some could not decide the exact date to send a document. Others didn't sign up my document and asked me to redo it. A part that is unredoable. It is a multiple choice selection. I don't write the document. How am I supposed to specify something when the system doesn't allow? Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're very focused at all. It almost doesn't sound like they really want to do this. Which I mean, I don't really blame them. I'm sure that being a teacher during this time must be pretty difficult and stressful. The aftermarket for old games makes me sick. Yeah, it is. It's tough. Getting used games for like a current system is fine. It's simple, it's easy, and it's cheap. But doing it for an older system, forget it. Especially if the game happens to be new, still sealed or still in good condition. You might just struggle quite a bit to get that game regardless. Now, I did buy a Switch game for my nephew recently. I haven't told him what game it is, so I won't say which one it is here either, because he is right next to me, so he could hear me. He will hear me. He took off his headphones. OMG, the screen again? What is this? What's going on, buddy? What's popping up?
You know what this face
Oh,
is my face.
it says it's your face. I don't know. It doesn't look like you. It, it looks more like more like your dad, right? Like,
Yeah.
except for the hair.
Yeah.
Like when I saw the request, I was like, seriously? Now, yeah, that does seem pretty strange to ask a student to do. I don't see why they would end up asking for that. Like they can't be so fatigued that they can't take care of their own job. I literally have no idea. It's like a Twitch screen saying a third party app is interfering with the stream. I literally turned that block off. Huh. Interesting. Maybe that's the issue. maybe maybe that is just the issue. That ad block is off, so Twitch is just like spamming you with stuff, but I don't know. It's weird. I've never seen Twitch doing anything like that. It might just be Windows saying that. In fact, it could very well just be Windows and not really Twitch, I think. Let me put this 3DS back before something bad happens to it.
It's a secret.
Yeah.
Which color is my hair? I mean my face.
Which color?
That color?
Yeah, I would say that color.
Okay.
The thumbstick will get ruined. No, yeah. No, you're right. It's not even a joke. It will get ruined. Which is why the only DS he's going to be allowed to use is going to be the one that he already messed up. Though I should get some replacement sticks for it, but I just know that if I do end up getting like replacement sticks, it's just not going to feel the same. Which is a shame. Bloody Fedora sounds like what? They expect me to hack it? I'm doing law, or are they testing me for a crime? I'm not saying I can't do it, but should I? I mean, I don't think you should have to. Yeah.
Is this what color is my eyes?
Let me see.
Is this the color of my eyes? Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. What about your hair?
My hair?
Yeah.
You know.
Do I?
Dark color.
You pick the color.
Do
You,
I have brown hair?
yeah, you do have dark brown hair that looks more black. So do you want to go with black hair? Look, like I have really dark brown hair, but it looks black, right?
The color of our hair is this color.
I mean, that's more like green.
It's mixed up with black and brown.
I disagree. You sure it's not that?
I'm sure. It's mixed up with this color.
Like the green. I mean, if you want to go with that, then go for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to pick now, and then I have to pick the shape of my hair.
Yeah.
Which one of it? Okay.
All right, now go have a seat, okay?
Okay.
Go have a seat.
No. What's the curly here?
Yeah, I definitely do have to shop around for a new thumbstick. Is that white hair on you, Francisco, or is it just the lighting? I think it is just the lighting. I don't think I've been growing white hairs as of late. Not yet, at least. But soon, I'm sure that I will, as I am approaching my the end of my youth. I might be 23, but I feel like I'm 40. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I feel like that comes off as so like condescending to anybody that's older, but I don't know. I think it's funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mexico, where's the curly hair?
your hair,
Curly hair.
the curly hair. Let me see. If you're looking for curly hair,
Yeah, for me.
well, you're on the ladies section. You're not gonna find your hair there. So,
I
hmm.
want to man. Not waiting.
It looks like you might have to go with something a little more spiky because I don't really see like maybe that, but I feel like that's too spiky for you. And
Oh,
then,
look at my hair. It's curly.
no, yeah, I know. I don't really see your hair here. I thought that they would have more curly options, but mm-mm. Let me see. Yeah, and then like the curly options that they have are too long for you because you have pretty short hair. No, yeah, Noah, I don't.
Is my hair like this?
It's more like this, but also it's more like this. Maybe it's more like no. Oh, I think this could work for you. What do you think?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Perfect hair.
Perfect. We found it.
Yeah, but actually I'm going to take a picture instead. And it's going to shape like my curly hair and
It's not going to find the right hair for you.
it is gold. Perfect.
Isn't there an option where you can take a picture of yourself and it'll create a me for you? There is, and he did actually do that, but what happens is that for him, it ended up giving him like the straight hair split here in the middle. Um, and as you probably saw on camera, his hair is not like that. He just gave him like a very odd creation. The heck, that's so inaccurate. Very, very much so. It is a very low resolution camera. Yes, yeah. That looks more like you. Ona.
Tú no terminaste en vivo.
No.
Y te quedaste con no.
Él se quedó conmigo.
No, vete a ver tu mami.
Papa,
Oh,
look at this.
Vámonos.
Dude, this looks like me.
I have black brown hair, but they say I'm actually blonde. In other words, fake blonde. I think they call that dirty blonde. Not like as an offense, but like it's just like a darker shade of blonde. So you usually hear in the States, I've heard people call it dirty blonde because of the roots of the hair. I don't remember the explanation. It sounded like I see. Yeah, that totally makes no sense. True. It's like negative 0.503423534 megapixels. Around so. Yes?
I'm this tall.
No, I don't think so. I think you're more like this tall.
No, I'm not that tall.
Yeah, I mean, you're only 4.
Why is not that tall? Why is this tall? I look pretty. Hey, it's not working.
Haha. It only works with my finger.
Looks like one finger. Where is it?
The touchscreen. The lighting is also terrible.
See?
Ah, like the lighting in here? Ah, I'm offended.
This is not
Drastically offended.
my dad's tall. This is my tall.
Yeah, I guess.
And I'm flat.
No, you're not fat. That's not true.
What? How am I?
You're pretty skinny.
I'm pushing-
No, the 3DS
Am I
LMAO.
this
Yeah, you totally meant 3DS.
skinny?
Okay. You're just trying to make me feel better.
Am I this
The lighting in the stream is amazing nonetheless. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't really believe that now. I'm insecure now. I'm kidding. What is it?
Dude, am I this
Nah, I would remove a little bit of gut. There, I think that's better.
I know that one.
Ah ha ha ha.
Same one.
I didn't mean to read out the laughter like that. With that said, guys, this pretty much marks the end of tonight's live stream. I am going to be live again tomorrow night. But that's going to be like the usual live stream, so it's not going to be YouTube and Twitch. It's only going to be on Twitch for tomorrow. We're going to go back to my usual setup as well. And for tomorrow, I'm going to go back to my microphone as well, since tomorrow there isn't a microphone review to look forward to. I'm losing more and more weight each time it passes. I'm starting to get worried because I'm starting to smell like fish. I wonder why. All right, see you later, man. Nice stream. Bye, y'all. Have a good night. Thank you. I wish you a good night as well. Bloody Fedora, good night to you too. I wish you all a wonderful night. Thank you so much for stopping by. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you again on the next live stream. I hope that you enjoyed the Blue Yeti Nano and its performance. And if you would like to purchase this microphone, especially if you're like on YouTube, the affiliate link should be in the description of the original video. Not that I'm going to make you search for that if you don't want to, but yeah, I mean, there it is. Either way, not an OG. I wish you a wonderful night as well. Everybody, have a good night. Until next time, stream off. Bye-bye.